This is the VarRoom on Westman Studios. The Premier League is just a couple of days away, and we are here with a short prognosis for you. Stick and stay with us. There are a few questions we would be answering. The favorites for the league, those that will be relegated here and there. A lot of pundits will give their predictions as far as that is concerned. And we'll also be glad to engage you as well. Stick and stay. We'll be back.
The 2025-2026 season, that's very tough. But third position, Tottenham. Fourth, Manchester City. Third, Arsenal. Second, Chelsea. First, Liverpool.
Top 5 in the Premier League. Charlie, that thing go hard though. Because as will be near soccer, but I mean, I know a lot of people will not agree with me on this, but number 5, Manchester United. Number 4, Arsenal. Number 3, Manchester City. Number 2, Liverpool. Number 1, Chelsea.
I'm looking at Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, and then one of Aston Villa or Newcastle. And then we have my beloved Manchester United.
From first to fifth, Liverpool, Chelsea, Arsenal, Man City, Newcastle.
I think Liverpool will win, obviously. Second place should be Manchester City. I think they are better than some of the teams. Third should be Chelsea. Fourth, I would go for Arsenal. Fifth should be Manchester United.
So top 5 this season, 2025-2026 season. I think Aston Villa will sneak in. So I'll start from the 5th position to the top. Aston Villa will finish 5th. I think I'm not too comfortable with Manchester City. I think they will drop to the 4th position this time around. I see Chelsea finishing higher than they did last season, so Chelsea should finish 3rd. Then Arsenal again 2nd. Liverpool should win it again.
From top to down, first team is Liverpool, 2nd Man City, 3rd Chelsea, 4th Arsenal, and 5th Aston Villa.
Teams top 5. Okay. So Tottenham Hotspurs. I see Arsenal 4th, Liverpool, then Man City, then Chelsea first.
Top 5. I think I start from the bottom to the top. Manchester City 5th, Chelsea 4th, Manchester United 3rd, Liverpool 2nd. Charlie, when are we winning league now? Arsenal winning the league.
Bottom 3, 20th position, Burnley. 19th position, Leeds United. 18th position, Manchester United.
Bottom 3. You know what? I would have ordinarily chosen all the 3 who came into the Premier League to go back down. But with the work that Sunderland has done, especially in the transfer window, I will go for Burnley, Leeds, and West Ham.
No hard feelings to the newly promoted teams, but I think they will end up dropping. Yes.
Bottom 3, Leeds United, Burnley, Brentford.
Man U, Burnley, Wolves.
Okay, so Burnley, Wolves, then Leeds United.
Which teams will end up in the bottom 3? I think Brentford, West Ham United, and then maybe Leeds.
My bottom 3, I think, is a bit difficult to call. Apart from the 3 teams that are coming, I think 2 of them will go back. Sunderland, because of the signings that they'll be making, I think they may stay, but 90% the teams that are coming will go back.
Bottom 3 for the last season. The points gap between the 17th place team and the team that's finished just above the relegation zone was about 12-13 points. So it means there's a lot of work to be done for the newly promoted sides. In that regard, I think it's still an uphill task for them. So Sunderland, Burnley, Leeds, I think they will still go down.
first manager to get sacked, Eldamo, Ruben Amorim.
Straight out Graham Potter, because he'll take West Ham. By the time we get to maybe week 10, West Ham said they'll be languishing in the bottom half, and Graham Potter will be sacked.
Daniel Farke of Leeds, Keith Andrews, Brentford. They've lost some key players in there. I think it's going to be a very difficult campaign for them. It's a straight dogfight between Andrews and then Daniel Farke of Leeds. The Leeds manager has had a very poor record with Burnley in his previous stints in the Premier League. With the name has escaped me, but he picked about 6 points out of a possible 46 in the Premier League. I think with history on the side of Daniel Farke, I'll not be surprised if the Leeds manager gets the sack as the first manager to be sacked at the end of the season.
Yeah, so the first manager to get sacked, I think, will come from the newly promoted teams. That is either Sunderland, Leeds, or Burnley. Yes, no hard feelings to them, but I think the first manager to get sacked will come from one of these teams.
Mikel Arteta.
Eldamo, Amorim.
Who first to get sacked? Maybe Arteta, because Arsenal fans may be tired of him in the beginning of the season and he may get sacked. Maybe he may stay, but I suspect a coach who would get a lot of hits will be Arteta, because he can't win the league. The fans will be expecting more from him and he will not be able to deliver.
Which manager will be the first to get sacked? As a Manchester United fan, I will unlikely want to see Ruben Amorim, but I think Arteta.
Ruben Amorim.
Biggest surprise. Ugo Ekitike winning the Golden Boot Award.
My biggest surprise of the season, I will be surprised if Arsenal fails to finish in the top 2 at the end of the season. I'll be extremely surprised.
Surprise. I can't go for one player, but in terms of a team, I think Everton are going to surprise a lot of people this season. I'm sticking my neck out. Everton will be somewhere, maybe 6th, 7th, 8th. They'll be one of the biggest surprises of the season. People are not paying attention to them, but watch out for Everton.
Biggest surprise can be Bournemouth or Manchester United. Let me explain. Bournemouth, because they can do very well or they can go on relegation. They can be in between that. United, because last season they really struggled. But looking at the small things here, in as much as I don't like saying it, I think they may do well this season. And they may end up maybe even in the top 4, which will surprise a lot of people.
Man United will finish 6th in the Premier League.
Antoine Semenyo being the top scorer of the EPL.
So my biggest surprise for this season will be Arsenal not winning the Premier League title. That will be the biggest surprise, because yes, we all know and they don't have a striker and all that. Now they have Joe Corres. So now there is no excuse. They have no excuse but to deliver the Premier League title.
The biggest surprise of the season will be Liverpool not winning the league, because the expectations are very high looking at the transfers they made. So yeah, Liverpool not winning the season.
Biggest surprise. William Estival. I mean, not top scorer, but I mean, playing wise, dribbling, and so on. Like showcasing his real talent.
Hot take. That's very difficult. But should I say Zesco scoring 2 goals the whole season for Manchester United?
Hot take, I think it will still boil around any of these marquee signings not living up to their billing. We've seen Gyökeres, we've seen Florian Wirtz, we've seen the Sheki and the likes join the big clubs. I get a feeling there's going to be that one player who will not live up to the hype, and the talk will be about it for me, if you push me to the wall, I think Victor Gyökeres, more especially because of the way Sporting Lisbon plays and how Arsenal plays, I think he's going to find it a bit difficult to settle in the Arsenal team. The low block, the high offensive play that Arsenal plays, the kind of football that Sporting Lisbon also plays, I think he will struggle. The Arsenal fans need to tone down a bit. For me, my hot take will be Victor Gyökeres struggling with Arsenal.
Hot take: Manchester United will make the top 5.
This question is very interesting. So, my hot take for the season is Manchester United winning the Premier League title. Manchester United winning the Premier League title.
My hot take for the season is Manchester United qualifying, to get a spot in the Champions League. Yeah.
Hot take is Antoine Semenyo being the top scorer of this season.
Sunderland beating Arsenal at the Emirates Stadium.
Hot take. Okay. I think Mohamed Kudus will cook. Mohamed Kudus will cook with a lot of goals, which is something that I'm expecting and praying that he will get.
Okay. I think, Man U will just finish it. That's the same answer again, yes.
Ugo Ekitike of Liverpool. I feel like he will be the top scorer for the 2025-26 season.
High School Palmer.
We sure can look beyond Erling Haaland. I get the feeling Manchester City will bounce back. Haaland will always be in the thick of events as far as the goals are concerned. We can't look beyond Salah too, but then I get the feeling because of this new look Liverpool side, some of the goals may be taken away from Mohamed Salah. So I'll tilt in favor of Erling Haaland to win the top scorer award again.
This might sound very funny, but I'll go in for Liam Delap.
Top scorer. I don't know where Isak will play. If he goes to Liverpool, I think he'll end up being a top scorer. But if he doesn't, now if your strikers not really there, but Isak, I'm counting on Isak if he moves to Liverpool.
Antoine Semenyo.
Top scorer for this upcoming season. My top scorer would be, my producer would say Antoine Semenyo, but me, make a buy pressure. Cole Palmer.
Okay, so the Golden Boot race or the top scorer, I tip Erling Haaland to come back with a bang. Last season was very tough for him, and I expect him to, come back with a bang this season. But mind you, Salah will be in there.
You know what? A lot of people are banking on Mohamed Salah, but I think Erling Haaland will bounce back. I think Haaland will be the top scorer. Yeah.
Manchester United being relegated will be the biggest disappointment of the season.
Gyökeres.
My biggest disappointment of the season is it has to do with Manchester United. If Manchester United fails to push for European places, and I'm looking at a top 6 finish, I know that last season was an abysmal one from Manchester United, but then I'm very confident that they've brought in players to help them augment the squad, to help them push forward this season. So I would be extremely surprised to see them not finish in the top 6.
Liverpool not winning the EPL.
Biggest disappointment. With the heights that Newcastle have chopped in the past 2-3 seasons, I see them dropping down. Newcastle to chop maybe somewhere 14th, 15th. So I think Newcastle, a lot of people are not really looking at them. A lot of people think that Newcastle, yes, of course, they still have Issa. But with the whole issues happening off the field, I feel like Newcastle will disappoint a lot of Premier League fans come the season.
Disappointment. I think Saki Arteta.
Disappointment. Can it be Arteta and Arsenal? They've been doing it well, like people are used to it now. But I think another player at the end may be Haaland, because he may not be able to get the goals that we expect him to get because of City and what they are going through. Coventry Bayern is also not there. Apart from that, I think, and maybe Arsenal. But I think player maybe Haaland. He may not be able to score more goals as we expect him to.
the biggest disappointment of the season, Upama again. I know why.
My biggest disappointment will be Manchester United finishing outside the top 6 because yes, we are not in Europe. So I mean, all focus, all attention will be on the Premier League and then of course the other cup competitions. But we are going to be playing once every week. So I don't see Manchester United finishing outside the top 6. If we finish outside the top 6, that will be my biggest disappointment.